Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hey, Dave, Frank from Cleveland. Just a couple things for you. I think the Browns draft was pretty solid, and I'd like to hear your opinion. But number two thing is the main one. Do the Browns have all their picks next year after this fiasco is done with the trade? Appreciate your time. Love you, brother. You and the family. Be safe. God bless you, and I'll be back to bug you later.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. So here is what the Browns have. They have their own picks, rounds 1 through 4 and 6. They have the 6th-round pick from Minnesota in the Zadarius Smith trade. They flopped picks. They also have the Vikings' 7th-round pick in the Zadarius Smith trade. And they have the Lions' 6th-round pick from the Donovan Peoples-Jones trade. So 1 through 4 they have. They don't have their 5th. They have their 6th. And they have 2 other 6ths and a 7th. Mary Kay, the draft, just your overall reaction on the Browns draft.
It was a nice, solid draft. I think if Michael Hall can come in here and be what they hope that he can be, which is their starting 3 technique, and if he can get pressure on the quarterback the way that they believe that he can, then they came away from this draft really doing a nice job for themselves. And then Zinter, he really is the succession plan for Joel Bitonio. And if they can get 10 years of really good starting guard play out of Zinter, then I think you'd be happy when you look back on this draft, even if you only had those 2 guys manning those 2 spots over the next how many ever years. But of course, then they're hoping that they get contribution from Jamari Thrash, the wide receiver, who has very, very good and distinct traits for what they're trying to do in what's going to be more of a Ken Dorsey-vibed offense. And then they got some other defensive guys that they think can help contribute, not only on defense, but on special teams. So if the top 3 guys that they got in this draft can come in and do what they think they can do, then they should be sitting pretty.
Yeah, it's not the quote-unquote sexy draft, but it made sense. Relative to where their roster is, everything they did, you can kind of see what the thought and the planning process is from the picks that they made.
Absolutely. And again, Mike Hall might just turn out to be something really special. They're so excited about his superpower of being able to rush the passer. And if you can turn him into one of these elite interior rushers that are so in vogue in the NFL right now, then you're really onto something there. And you're onto it at a point where you can save a bunch of money on it over the next 4 years as well, because those guys are going for a boatload of dollars. So it actually could turn out to be really nice. And then, I mean, if you end up with your version of Joel Bitonio, even if he doesn't make multiple All-Pros and a bunch of Pro Bowls, if you get a really, really good, solid starting guard that can replace Joel Bitonio for you, then you're going to be ahead of the game there.